Tune into Raising Wisdom, where we embark on a journey of enlightenment and introspection. Get ready to elevate your understanding, embrace life's challenges, and unlock the true potential of your being. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free, with Nico and Shani Poos, Wednesdays at 8.
How you doing?
Hi, vibrations, babe. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. You've been having a good day.
Here. I have.
Yeah, you have.
How you been, though?
Good. I can't complain.
You
Not today.
look good.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Welcome back to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. It is here we embark on a journey of enlightenment and introspection. Together, we will navigate the complexities of life, seeking the elusive wisdom that enriches our minds and souls. So get ready to elevate your understanding, embrace life's challenges, and unlock the true potentials of your being. I'm your girl, Nico.
And I am Shani, your favorite podcast host from the Shani View. And what we talking about today? It's a continuation.
Yes, this is part 2 of Divine Femininity because it was so many other different points. And so this one is subtitled Media and Representation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So our last episode 10, tonight is episode 11. That's we've been moving.
Yes, I love it.
We've been moving for real.
Hi, vibrations. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us on Raising Wisdom.
And Banco Rich. Oh wow. All right.
Okay.
Let's get into it. It is 8:04. Oh, it's October 4th. Raiden's birthday is tomorrow.
Really?
And he'll be 14.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Wow. All right.
Now we have these things with fours. The 444 is always in sequence all the time. So, like, Shani, tell us what's going on in our moon phases this evening.
All right. So our current moon phase is the waning gibbous. Tomorrow night is the last night for that. We are supposed to be expressing gratitude and reaping the benefits of our work. Do you feel like you're reaping the benefits of your work lately?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think we're in a good place right now. Time for gratitude and reflection. I like
gratitude and reflection.
Mm-hmm.
Reflection I get excited about because
yeah,
when you have some reflection, then you get to elevate into whatever the next level is.
Yes.
All good signs.
That is very true.
Okay, so when it comes to divine femininity, right, and we're talking about being sweet, soft, all of that, embodying wisdom, and what's the word I want to say? Captivating, like all of our wonderful powers.
Yeah.
You know, and when it comes to media and representation, how do you view women in this day and age right now, as far as representation and exhibiting divine femininity? Do you see it out there?
There is some, a little bit. You got to search high and low to find them. One of the last people that we really know of that displayed that is NDIRE, and they canceled her.
I said, how they gonna cancel NDIRE?
So, yeah, that part. As far as other people, I couldn't name anybody for you. Like, I would really have to search. Can you think of anybody? No, because you thinking too long.
No, I mean, yeah.
Okay, you got Queen Afua.
Yes.
Love Queen Afua, but she's still, from the older generation. Like who our age, in our age group, our generation, currently on the airwaves and broadcasted on television, who's televised, that represents divine femininity. Not YouTube, but televised. Like everybody knows. I'll wait.
Okay, I am thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
right.
sure there's so many
All
right now.
But what about masculine divinity? Who displays that?
No, Jill Scott.
Jill Scott. Okay, yeah. Okay, Jill Scott, she goes with the neo soul. All the neo soul artists, they all the dudes and the girls, they all represent to me.
But that girl Janae
Aiko?
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhat.
Somewhat. So like how would you describe your model of representation that you can identify with on screen?
Not caring about other people's opinions and tapping into your creative side. Like that's
my vibration. Not tapping into your other side.
But yeah, that's what I think divine femininity is, or the feminine divine is. It's just expressing yourself and being comfortable with it and not really caring about what the masses or general population has to say about it. So like in a respectful manner, like, because remember, like, our bodies are sacred, right? Like, we're temples,
right.
So we should be carrying ourselves as such.
Right. Yeah. I agree completely. So I feel like there's certain representation that needs to like calm down. I feel like we need to calm down. It doesn't have to be so sexualized though. We don't have to sexualize.
How do we get to the sexualized part though? Like that's the
I know.
Could it be like the artists and stuff that were out? I mean, you can only put so much blame on entertainers because a lot of people do have parents and family members and all that stuff that they can look up to, but they're more prone to look up to entertainers. And I know when I was growing up, the music that was out at that time was just like, okay, we expressing how we feel sexually, but the expression was coming from abuse. Like it's not coming from like, oh, let's be fruitful and multiply. It wasn't coming from that. It's coming from, this is what I want to do. But why do you?
What are you talking about?
How the I wouldn't say the whole world, how the world just became more sexualized.
Yeah.
Like, apart from the whole divinity thing, like, that's
It's a
what
bit
changed.
much.
That's
It's
why
a
that's
bit
the
much. And
representation.
it is. It's way too much exposure. Like, listen, it's too much exposure. We don't have to see that all the time. I
Not
don't want to.
all the doggone
Like, all
time.
the time. So why is this the standard? I don't like that. I think that needs to be shifted and not to, you know what I'm saying? It's calm down. I
Right.
wish there was some way that just because it's out there and like the way of technology, everything's moving so fast, doesn't mean it's necessarily like the best environment that we're creating for like the kids. And
Yeah.
just like the example of like how things are, it's wild out here.
The kids know more than us with
Yes.
all of that. Like, it's normal to them. They was born into it, so that's what they see. Versus we shifted into it. Like, hold on, what is this?
Right.
So, I guess that's what brings us to, the why we even do this show. Raising
Okay.
wisdom.
Right. I just feel like, in representing yourself, of course, you should stay true to who you are, for sure. I'm not cool. Like, why? I'm not cool with it. I'm not. That can't be the way. That cannot be the standard.
So
I
how do
don't
you
want to.
change that?
How
What
do we
can
shift
you
this
do?
into a different direction?
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything's so monetized.
Yeah.
Everything is about fame and, money.
Right.
Money,
Yeah.
and people are selling themselves in different ways, for that high, for that following, for the bag,
Yeah. That's true.
everybody's in, yeah.
But how do you change that though? Like, what's the solution to it? Like, to point people in a different direction.
I just think that we need to have more like sisterhood. We didn't, we need to have more sisterhood,
Yeah.
okay?
That.
Because we have to move, like all of us are always different, of course.
Yeah.
However, I feel as though we have a responsibility.
Yeah.
How do we
That's
separate? How do we separate? Um, how do we separate the two?
mm-hmm. How do we separate the two of what?
Of our group of ladies who expose themselves consistently, like as if that is the standard, you
Instantly.
know. Really too much being thirsty and doing the most.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
And
Yeah.
it's
The
not
thirst.
like it's not helping us as a whole.
Yeah, true. Well, maybe
Elevate.
they'll stop
It's different
when they stop glamorizing it.
when they stop. Yeah,
It's cool. Like, you can
everyone is
be
involved.
sexy. You can be sexy. Nobody said like you gotta have a turtleneck on with the long sleeves all day, every day. But
I'm
you
not trying
can.
to be judgy.
I don't know. Like I said on the last I want to say
But
last episode, are you trying to attract are you dressing that way or acting that way to get attention and then being upset because of the type of attention that you drew? Or are you doing
that
that because
causes a big
or
argument.
or
Like,
are
what
you
you
doing that
mean?
just to live up to your okay, I know that I'm not an unattractive individual. So I know certain things that may look good on me, like as far as clothes. But I
Mm-hmm.
know not to go too far. Like you just know it's I don't know. I can't even
Like, okay,
explain.
so there's no standard. There's no like everything is a go. Everything's a go.
It's
All girls.
what's your why are you dressing this way? What that's really it. What's the purpose of it? And that's how you can separate the two or differentiate. If she dressing like that, if she's saying, I'm not gonna say this word, but all the dudes is outside. So she gonna make sure the girl's out, and she gonna make sure she's sitting right, and she gonna show all
So
that off.
divine femininity shows us there.
You don't have to do all that with divine feminine. You could just go outside and whatever, and still attract.
It's excessive. I just feel that we're more than, broadcasting our assets
Yeah.
and consistently being sexualized. I
Right.
feel like, I mean, we're women, so like,
Yeah.
we kind of, a lot of focus is on us.
Mhm.
We're
Yeah.
capable of all of these things. We're beautiful. We're sexy. We all have different personalities. Some
Mhm.
of us dance. Some of us are completely business minded. Some of us are, it's a
Right.
bunch of us. But how do we, like you say, as a collective, represent ourselves in a manner, I say, that complements like our beauty and our growth without displaying all of
Right.
ourselves? We have something to keep.
Yeah. That mystery. You
Yeah.
mysterious like that or
They
mystique.
probably like, y'all boring.
I'll be boring. But that's what I mean about being okay with your own way of creating. Like, be okay with that. Like, forget other
Yeah.
people's opinion. Like, I'ma always be me. I'ma always be random. Like, sometimes I'ma be into what everybody else is into, but most times I'ma be doing my own thing. Like, I don't know, and I'm fine with that.
Wow.
Self-awareness, man. Self-awareness. People will lead you down the wrong road, and then you don't know how you got there because you let them lead you. You gotta lead yourself, and then be around the people you're supposed to be around.
Right.
So,
So, like, listen, I have something here, God, and it's like embrace inner alchemy. So, y'all excuse my voice, please. Explore the concept of inner alchemy, which involves transforming your energy and consciousness. Recognize that both divine feminine and the divine masculine energies exist within you, and practice alchemical integration. This involves deep inner work, meditation, visualization to harmonize these energies, allowing to flow between them with grace and intention.
you want to
Listen,
sum
I don't
it up?
know. Everybody has to do their own individual work, I think, to get to a space to where you want to not represent yourself in an easy way.
You know what, though?
Like you easy.
Honestly,
But that
honestly,
don't even be the case sometimes. It's wild.
I don't really. Okay, I
Where's
do
the
care about
many
how
girls
people.
at?
I do care
Okay.
about representation, but I
Yeah.
don't care about how certain people represent because they're not representing me. The people that
Right.
represent me, I'm good with that. So I don't really. I'll look over at whatever somebody is doing that's not representative, but I don't get stuck on it because it's not me. That
Right,
they're
of
on their
course.
own journey. Like, we don't know.
Representation matters.
That they represent for the hot girls. Let them represent.
Right, of course. I agree. I'm saying, how do we separate the two? Have you
They already
seen?
separated.
No, this for everybody.
Look, okay.
This for everybody. This is for everybody. There is nothing
Like,
separated. Everything is intertwined.
explain to me what you mean, how to separate the two.
Like, how do we not over sexualize ourselves and still represent for the hot girls? Because that right there is like, no, that is, what is the word I'm looking for? It's just like not necessary. It should be separated. Like, it should be like, okay. It should be like, you know how you have rated R on certain things or whatever.
So you mean
I think
separate?
exposure is too much. I think it's just too much. As far as representing, the hot girls representing everything like that. I'm just saying, as a collective, what does it say that our mind state is at?
Yeah.
If that's where the majority, you know what I mean? You see a lot of body changes.
The only thing,
And
okay, I asked you
it
what
gets
can we do to change
wild
that.
out here. These girls want to look like Barbies.
I asked you what you could do
And
to
that's
that,
cool.
and you said that we
Excuse
need
me.
more feminine groups or just
We do.
right?
I think we need to love ourselves more. I think we need to love ourselves more. And we have to know, like, we're so very powerful and beautiful creatures that we don't have to over sexualize ourselves to run the world.
That is very true.
Like,
you don't really have to do too much.
right.
So I don't know. I mean, but
Let's legalize. Let's bring back privacy.
We keep talking about the femininity, but what about the masculinity? That is
Okay.
why I won't say that's the main reason that everything is off, but we're off balance.
We are.
Like, nobody's holding each other accountable for anything. Like, everybody is just like, maybe turning a blind eye or feel, that we've gotten too far that there's nothing that can be done to reverse or change it.
Like, with this whole gender war and everything right
That gets
now.
on my nerves. Look, I understand that
it's terrible out there.
we
It's
need each
vicious.
other. We need each other.
Right.
Men,
We
women,
need
women
each other.
need
I believe that.
Like, that's it. Like, it's not about who is gonna pay 50-50, who gonna pay the whole thing, who giving out on the first day.
Petty.
Any of that matter.
Just
it does
petty.
a little bit.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be something that's argued about every single day. Like, do you want me or not? What you upset for it, and if you don't, like, girl, don't even bring that part up.
Oh my God.
Not that conversation. No.
Listen, I'm just saying the gender wars are key. It gets vicious out there. I'm like,
What?
goodness, all these things that we feel about each other is so like all the damage that's being done because there's the balance. There's no balance. You know what I'm saying? We're having to do a lot of healing as a collective.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're having to look at ourselves and decide what kind of person it is that we want to be. Like,
but it starts with self. Like, they say, you be the change that you want to see in the world. Because you can't force anybody to do anything outside of yourself.
no.
not force anybody to do anything. So just be that example, like how, you know, we've done and are still doing research on certain things and just learning, relearning. Other people just gotta tune into that too.
So you're saying we all gotta grow together in like our own balance, divine feminine and divine masculine. And it can be interchangeable as well when necessary.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, as far as media representation, though, I feel like we can do better. But that's not with. There's also like beautiful representation out there too.
Yeah.
You know,
they just need to be highlighted more, though.
It does. That's the thing. That needs to be what's highlighted more because the vibrations
are low.
You got to pick a side, poo. It can't be that and that, you know.
That's true.
And then expect like, you know, change and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like the statistics on us, particularly our demographic.
Girl, okay. I don't want to come off as being like just completely nonchalant. Because if that was the case, then I'd be a hot girl too. But because I was raised right, and then just watching how the world goes, I'm like, that's not what I want to be on. So I choose to learn, grow, and do better. So everybody should do that. But as far as that representation, what the media may say about Black females or females in general, I don't listen to any of that. Like, as far as
as far as their labels,
the attitude, I hear that a lot.
Oh, those things.
I'm not an angry Black woman. I can have an attitude if I'm pushed to that, but I don't just walk around with attitude.
Well, all women have attitudes.
They do, but I'm talking about the stereotypical one that you're talking
right, the
about.
Stereotypical, what they, you know, the labels and stuff.
It's a lot of those labels that I don't fit under, so I don't really pay it any attention. I hear it, I see it, I laugh about it, I nod my head, but I
you don't subscribe to that.
Consume me because it's not me.
Yeah, right.
I cannot.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't hold any power for sure. Like what?
Yeah, definitely.
Come with something different, please.
Think outside the box.
What's that?
That I live outside of the box and I think outside of the box. Like, I can't really be categorized into one specific thing, and then every single bullet point that was said, I meet that requirement. No. Something gonna be different.
Yeah, ever changing, ever evolving. Absolutely. So I think like and the more that we empower each other as well, and be in more positive spaces where we can express ourselves and be ourselves and respect ourselves.
Right.
All at the same time. That would be like a happy place for me. But as far as, you know, where to take divine femininity, because we all have it.
Yeah, we do.
I think some just have been nurtured more than others.
Yeah, that's true.
Activate their femininity as well. Like the divinity in them. It already exists. It's just like put a flame to it.
Girl, I couldn't even tell you. It's a journey. It is. But I do see females shifting more onto the positive side.
Oh, yes. Yes. It's a whole legion. It's so beautiful.
Yes. So we are moving in that
Yeah,
direction, though. Even
absolutely.
though you don't like the representation, I understand, but it is. I think it's getting better because they say it gets worse before it gets better. So we're at
Right.
that worst part.
I think like we're just, tripping out right now. We're having a
Yeah,
moment. We're having a time. Okay.
right.
We're just gonna bring it back together. You can tell it's like fashion and stuff. I'm like, cute. They brought back the like pants that kind of like are thick and flare out. I'm gonna take a
Yeah.
picture. It's so cute. Like I love that for us. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I,
definitely getting better though.
yeah.
Um,
Just
what other bullet points
mentally
you
as
got?
a whole, like mentally, like as well. It's not just about like listen, it's not just about like the clothes. It's about like the gossip. It's about the,
Demeanor.
being excessive, over sexualized, the whole attitude with like that particular type of
Yeah.
representation that gets more attention because, everybody likes to be entertained
Yeah.
and it's easy.
Well, they say sex sells, and you said everything is about money, so sex sells. They making money.
Weighing out.
Like,
Ah. So like as far as divine femininity and family,
Mhm.
you know, that I want that to be more of a representation for all of us. Everybody's not going to get married, It's just not for everybody.
Right.
But how do we connect more so that we can develop this village like, bigger and bigger, like a coalition almost.
Hmm. Lead by example.
Yeah.
All my answers keep going back to the same thing. Self-awareness, work on yourself,
Self-awareness.
lead by example. So if you're doing that, that may make somebody else that's close to you look at it and be like, oh, hold on, she moving different now. But it's in a good way. Look, what is she doing? And then they start asking you questions, and then everybody, it's the domino effect,
Yeah.
ripple effect, whatever you want to call it, but that's how it goes.
We need to have more conversations with each other
Mm-hmm. That
that aren't like,
goes. Not texting and talking on the phone all day and being on social media all day, actually getting out
yeah,
and talking to
and
people,
linking
that
up
goes.
to understand each other
Right.
where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So divine femininity and relationships
Mm-hmm.
that crosses over to media representation as well,
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
because you have everybody's business all in the blogs, these different celebrities and all of that stuff, and everybody knows the new gossip on who broke up with who, and
Yeah. I
that
think
along with the
I don't think that stuff is fair because even though we see these people as being famous or whatever, we still don't know their story. We don't know what's
right.
going
Why
on
can't
behind
we
the
just
cameras.
keep things
We
private?
don't know what's going on behind the cameras, but also what you see on the camera may not always be what you think it is. So
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah, so that's not.
That's the
I
type
don't like.
of like vibration I would want us to be on, because, but I guess I don't know. That's a lifestyle.
Yeah, I think
Mm,
it's the lifestyle that's chosen too, though, because there are a lot of famous people who you don't know what they do off of that movie. Off of that movie set, you don't. You may see a picture
right.
or two of their family or something like that, but you don't. You're not just paparazzi, not just in their face. So I think those people choose to be private like that. Whereas the other ones, yeah, they don't really want their stuff leaked like
Mm,
that, but they enjoy
mm.
the attention.
So how do we do a better job at protecting our youth with the representation of, I don't know, it's almost a study though of like how men feel about each other, how women feel about each other. That's very much broadcast in the comments. You know, it's a lot of different things going on. We're looking on social media, you know, pertaining to these things that we're speaking of, like relationships and the divine feminine and masculine, and how we're trying to be able to have a healthy balance, which I would say, you know, promotes family, because I'm about family, you know, and that way creating like these villages and everything like that. That's what I'm talking about. I think like the access of, again, the money and sex sells, but it doesn't have to be.
I know a lot of, I probably know more good kids than I know bad kids.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of them that actually, they grow up or grew up in a healthy environment.
Right.
Like, as far as my kids, like, I talk to them. Stuff that I learned, and so I talk to them about it and get their feedback, and then they gotta go outside with, you know, with their peers, and that's when they stand the test of time. Like, either they're going to apply the things that they've learned, or they're going to go with the crowd. But the best you can do is talk to them and lead by example.
And lead by example, exactly. But there's some examples, I don't know, it should be highlighted. That's my opinion. I just want more energy to be vibrated more to.
You said there are some that should be highlighted, like, give an example.
No, I mean, like, there's a lot of women doing their thing, you know, like, that have a high vibration and they're giving back, you know.
Yeah.
I think that should be highlighted more than glamorizing, you know, all of these low vibrational things that makes us look into sex objects.
Let me send you some of my contacts, because I understand what you're saying about the misrepresentation, but on my feed and stuff, on my social media, it's all females doing their thing. Or
yes, of course.
So I like I said, I see the stuff, but it's not something that I.
Oh yeah, yes.
So
that,
it's
like,
are highlighted. It's a lot. It's just like we said earlier, more people just gotta tap into that. Or the collective consciousness to be on that same wavelength. But they're out there. Just can't name them.
Yes, they are. heavy, all doing their thing, looking beautiful as well. I just feel like, you know, as a collective, we can do better.
100%.
There's always room. That's the day that I want to see. But the beautiful part of it is, it's like so many of us who are out here vibrating super high in our divine feminine, and it feels really good. I think that's come with the balancing and the harmony, the self-care and empowerment.
Right.
And I believe that just makes us, like, overall, like, more experienced, more seasoned.
Yeah.
Yeah. So balancing and healing, many spiritual and personal growth practices emphasize the importance of balancing both divine feminine and divine masculine energies within oneself. Even though you said you always bring it back to know thyself.
It's factual. Like, it's factual. Like, I can go off of emotions or I can go off of logic, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be factual that change starts with you. and yourself.
Correct. I'm with that. So with media representation, the empowerment in that
Mm-hmm.
should like be developed more towards and gravitate towards your thought process. So like you say, for your feed, you're saying your contacts, right? You have a plethora of like representation of different women doing their thing, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like you gravitate to that type of
Right.
energy. Yeah, absolutely.
It's the only way.
Right. Make sure that you're surrounding yourself with positivity.
Right. Girl, I don't know. It's very empowering. Like, but I also seek those types of people though. Like, yeah, some may trickle in here and there, but I make sure to go to places that I know they're going to be. Like, which are seminars, networking events, the stuff that
Yes,
I like doing.
yes,
That's where you're gonna find.
yeah.
It's
That's amazing. That's
a lot of
beautiful.
women that I'm able to look up to outside of my family. So
So harnessing your divine feminine when it comes to representing yourself is about how you choose to be authentic to yourself, you know, and continue to, I would say, like, shape yourself into like the woman that you aspire to be,
yep.
you know.
Because if you're tapping into that creativity, then yeah, you're gonna shape and mold yourself into what that vision of yourself is. How do you envision yourself?
Right.
Where do you want to be? How do you get there? What steps does it take? Who do you need to talk to?
Mm. Right.
So yeah,
Absolutely,
you
Shani.
create that being. So if you're not happy with whoever that being is, who's in control of that?
You are.
Oh, so
Right.
we redirect and readjust.
I love that. Redirect and readjust. Do you have any more affirmations?
Oh, yeah, I do. I do. Y'all been writing affirmations like crazy at work. Job, you didn't hear that.
What's
I have to do that for
what's
work.
going on, guys? High vibrations. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free.
Oh, here go one.
Wait, what did you okay, Shani, wait. What
What?
did you just say?
Oh, I didn't say it yet.
No, I meant like the last thing you just said. I forgot about
Um,
it. Just that fast.
that I have
Oh,
to
what's
have
good?
affirmations for work. To redirect and readjust. I don't know.
Yes. Redirect and readjust. Thank you. Okay.
All right. So this affirmation, I feel like it describes me in a nutshell. Um, I know I am in this world and I am not of this world. A shorter way to say it is I know I'm in this world but not of this world. You got
What does
that?
that mean to you?
What does it mean?
Yeah, what
That
does that mean to you?
I do not allow myself to be conformed to the ways of the world. Like I actually still hold on to things that were taught to me when it comes to morals and values. And if I did, find myself on a wayward route,
Mm-hmm.
definitely found my way back home, like
Right.
quickly. Yeah, I ain't about that life.
Wasn't about that life. It's not even
So
too
yeah.
much.
And
I
then
think that's beautiful. So I know I am in this world, but not of this world.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then another one. Oh, here's a good one. I am a vessel for spiritual enlightenment, not spiritual entertainment. I think that's where the misrepresentation is coming from. Is the spiritual
Oh
entertainment.
snap. I'm a
People open
vessel for spiritual enlightenment, not spiritual entertainment.
So yeah, I think that's where the misrepresentation is coming from, is people are opening their spirits up to entities that they don't know of. They're not really aware of it because maybe their family somehow watered down spirituality and or religion. So the people are just out here, like, it's a lot of lost souls. So you're being that entertainment is an open vessel with no true core, no true foundation.
Yeah.
So we want to be of spiritual enlightenment.
Absolutely. To all our beautiful ladies.
Yeah.
All the queens out there living their beautiful lives. The being authentic with themselves, living in their truth for real. That's why I would love for us all to get to a collective vibration. I don't know how to explain it besides on Avatar.
I'm just gonna invite
and they have the tree Awa. Huh.
You going somewhere with me this month, and then we're gonna come back and revisit this conversation.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Yeah,
it just sounds like I'm missing a dose of. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Thank you. Where are we going?
The sisterhood and the representation that you talking about you want, I know where it's at.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Rescue me. Goodness gracious.
Let me take you to it.
Did you have any more? Because those two are really wrong.
You want more? Oh, here's one. These all seem so long. Hold on, not that one. No, I am gonna say that. I release all energy in relationships where my presence isn't a gift. If you're not happy for me to be around, guess what? I'm not gonna be around. Like, I'm not.
Right.
I release all energy in relationships where my presence isn't a gift. You got that?
Where my presence isn't a gift. Yes, I do.
Okay. Do we have any other? What else do you want to visit or do a recap on what we talked about?
On today's episode of Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free, we're talking about media representation, divine femininity, and just the overall flow of things in the direction we would like to elevate to as a collective, a sisterhood of more a regal presence than a slutty presence.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Was that too much?
Are you slut shaming?
What even is that? Okay, help me seriously. Educate me. What even is that?
What is slut shaming?
What is slut
What you
shaming?
just did? I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
No, you're rallying for them. They're coming.
I'm not.
Oh no, the slut shame. How can you slut shame? Like, don't shame my sluttiness.
I just say everybody is on
That's
their
so
own
childish.
journey. So, hey.
Are you?
That's what I chalk it up to.
Oh my goodness. Slut shaming.
That'd be alright. If you're offended, then that means something. If you're
I
not
mean,
offended, then...
girl, I love you. Calm down.
Not you.
No, not you.
Oh.
I'm talking about.
Oh Lord, it's
No, I'm talking about.
8:53. It's time to go. Let's wrap this.
Okay. So shiny.
Ma'am.
I unplugged all my TVs.
Yeah. So what?
I unplugged. I was the one I did. I unplugged all my TVs and all my electronics. I was one of those. Yes, I was. I was not going to take the risk of you guys turning into zombies and me not being prepared for
Well,
you seconds.
they
Okay.
got me because while I was at work,
I turned off my phone.
yeah, I don't even know what happened.
I was not having it. It was too much. I was like, let me just be prepared.
Well,
Nothing will help me just being prepared.
It's too late for me because my
It's
phone
too late for
went off.
you.
My phone went off. Everybody else's phone at work.
Oh no.
And there was another separate one that was in the building, so they got me. They, whatever happened, I've been affected.
Oh no.
So, yeah, unbeknownst to me.
No, it's supposed to be only if you got,
COVID.
the jab.
Oh, for real?
Mm.
Where are you getting this information from?
Listen, it's a wild, wild west out here, man. It's crazy. I'm too deep in the rabbit hole, yo.
I'm only asking because one of my coworkers, he came in the office and was like, "Did you turn your phone off?" I was like, "Yeah," but I didn't turn my phone off, but I just hit OK or whatever the message. I don't know. I accepted whatever it was. I did not read the fine print.
Listen, you guys, I was all in my notifications. I turned off all government everything. You won't get me, suckers. Nope. 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 I'm not having it.
My kids probably know. I'm going to ask them about it when we get off because I don't know. We go on TikTok. Mm-mm. Now I got a headache because I don't know what happened.
Oh, no. No, it's already happening. Girl.
On live.
I am so sorry. Everyone, please say a prayer for Shiny Boo, please.
Yes, please.
The sound probably got to you. Listen, drink some water. God, please. Call me if you need me. Oh my gosh.
I'll look
You're
it up.
supposed to turn your phone off.
Okay, was this a mass message? Where was this message at?
I don't like it. Why does everyone have to know? How is it everyone simultaneously?
I know that did weird me out because I was like, dang, whatever. So when it was happening, I didn't know what it was. They told us it was gonna happen like earlier in the workday, but
we're talking about the government alarm. the emergency alarm, the testing alert that they sent out to everyone who
Right.
has phones through TV, radio waves, and everything. And they said that it was going to be at 2:20, but it ended up being at 2:18. I found out through my investigations of what was happening. See?
Why you didn't tell me about this earlier? Why you?
I did. I sent you a meme or something, I think.
Did you? Must be another Shawnee, because I didn't get it. No,
I'm sorry.
Whatever happened, they got everybody, because everybody's phone went off at the same time, and it was scheduled. So I don't know.
It was scheduled.
Well, looks like. What you about to say?
If you do.
if I do, you read
that? Let's say what happened. I seen something on the news, kind of really don't pay attention.
Right.
Yes, it was all on the news and everything, and I don't even pay attention to all that stuff.
I thought it was an Amber Alert too, babe, but it didn't say Amber Alert stuff. And we were notified about it earlier in the day, so I knew it wasn't that. But
everyone simultaneously at the same time. Yeah, it's supposed to have like activated some nanotechnology that's that's connected to the gibbers.
You know what? We're just gonna have to do an episode about these conspiracy theories one day, because we are running out of time. We have reached the end of this episode of Raising Wisdom.
Oh my gosh, don't ban us, YouTube, IG. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this has been a fun episode, continuation of the feminine and masculine divinity, which we're
just gonna leave it as like, you know, we're all responsible for maintaining the balance of our divine masculine and our divine feminine, and how we represent ourselves is just, I don't know, a level of what we feel and think about ourselves.
Yep, this is true. So, in a world, in a world where gossip rules, we are grateful that you have come back to shine the gems on your crown here on Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is
free.
So have a joyful and prolific rest of your week, and love with light. Good night.
Later. Peace. Love you guys.